Have you ever wondered why your body sometimes turns against itself, leading to autoimmune diseases? In the fascinating world of immunology, autoimmune diseases represent a curious paradox. Our immune system, designed to protect us from foreign invaders, mistakenly identifies our own cells as threats and launches an attack. This all begins with self-antigens, unique markers present on our own cells. They're like the ID badges our cells wear, telling the immune system, hey, I'm one of us. But sometimes, this recognition process goes awry. The immune system misreads these badges and perceives them as signs of danger. This misconception triggers a series of events leading to autoimmune diseases. Conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and type 1 diabetes are all examples of what can happen when our body's defense system gets its wires crossed. Understanding the role of self-antigens in autoimmune diseases can unravel the mystery behind why our body's defense mechanism might become a source of harm. So, what exactly are these self-antigens and how do they contribute to autoimmune diseases? Let's start by understanding that self-antigens are proteins or complexes that are native to your own body. They're like your body's ID card, verifying your cells as self to your immune system. Under normal circumstances, your immune system recognizes these self-antigens and doesn't mount a defense against them. It's a peaceful coexistence, allowing your body to function as it should. But every now and then, something goes awry. In certain situations, these very self-antigens can be perceived as foreign or non-self. And this misidentification triggers an alarm within your immune system, prompting it to mount a defense. Now, imagine the confusion and chaos that ensues. Your immune system, designed to protect you, is now attacking your own cells. It's like a friendly fire situation on a cellular level. This misdirected immune response leads to the destruction of your body's own tissues. And that's how autoimmune diseases come into play. The irony is, because these self-antigens are intrinsic to your body, they can't be completely removed. This means the immune response persists, constantly amplifying as more self-antigens are produced. It's a vicious cycle that keeps feeding into itself. In essence, self-antigens can mislead our immune system, leading to a persistent and damaging immune response. But how does this misdirected immune response lead to tissue damage in autoimmune diseases? Well, because the immune system cannot completely eliminate the self-antigen, the immune response continues. This persistent attack amplifies the response, constantly targeting the body's own tissues. To understand this better, let's consider the case of type 1 insulin-dependent diabetes mellitus, or IDDM. In this autoimmune disease, the immune response is so relentless that it completely eradicates the insulin-producing cells in the body. This total destruction of the target organ leads to a severe deficiency of insulin, one of the primary autoantigens in this disease. The lack of insulin, an essential hormone for regulating blood sugar, results in the manifestation of diabetes. This demonstrates how a persistent immune response against self-antigens can lead to severe tissue damage and the onset of an autoimmune disease. So, self-antigens can play a pivotal role in autoimmune diseases, leading to persistent immune response and tissue damage. Let's quickly recap the key points about self-antigens and their role in autoimmune diseases. Self-antigens, our body's own proteins, can be perceived as foreign, triggering an immune response. This results in a persistent attack on our own tissues. A prime example is type 1 insulin-dependent diabetes mellitus, where the autoimmune response destroys the insulin-producing organ. Understanding the role of self-antigens in autoimmune diseases can pave the way for new therapeutic strategies. Remember, knowledge is the first step towards prevention and cure.